Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Almost the end of February. Can't believe it. So let's find a comfortable seat. Sit tall, inhale. Notice what happens as you inhale. You automatically sit up taller. Let's try to maintain that. Now, as we exhale, just soften through the shoulders. Perhaps take them back slightly, activating upper back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale down. Eyes open or closed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's take an arm across. Gently. Try to avoid pressure on the elbow. Make sure that shoulder stays down. Imagine your neck is long, and let's take the shoulder, the ear towards the opposite shoulder, and now to the other side. And now hold it away from that shoulder. And breathe. Check your posture. And release. Same thing, other side. Bring it across. That shoulder wants to hike up. Consciously press it down. Lift your heart. And take your ear away from that shoulder and then towards, away, towards, and now hold it away. Check your posture and release. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Notice what you feel in your body. Shoulders are very complex joints. And forward. Inhaling tall. Let's rotate gently. Gaze in the direction you would like to turn your body. And release it back through center. Inhale tall. Exhale, rotate. Bring it back through center. Good. Scoop one arm up. Stretch to the side. All right, we're going to turn our head up. And I noticed that my upper shoulder and arm were slightly forward. I should not be able to look at my bicep. In my line of view to the ceiling and then down. So rotating through the neck. And hold it up. Let's take it back. Scoop the other arm up. Stretch tall. Find that length, that extension with your body. And then take it over. And turn your head up and down. I have one daughter in graduate school. This is her cup she got for Christmas. It's got pickleballs and pickleball paddles all over it. All her friends have left, graduated. Come back up. Let's shift over onto our quadruped. And all her friends now are her pickleball people. We're all 20, 30 years older than her. She has too many cups and she's a minimalist, so I get to use it. Inhaling and exhaling. Notice what you feel. Make sure that you're moving your tailbone as well as the crown of your head. And perhaps you might want to push against the ground with your hands and with your shins and see how that changes it. All right, coming back to neutral. Let's round into our flexion. And then I'm going to go away from you and then come into my left side. And then coming into my cow, shift over towards you and then come back. So I'm going to do, I think we call this a barrel roll. So just moving side to side, still doing that action, but shifting my weight. Just try it. And now let's reverse. All right, so now we need some lateral flexion. So my right shoulder and right hip are going to come together. I'm actually hiking my hip up. And so I'm getting a lengthening of the side body, the opposite of which I'm turning to. So here we go, same thing. Left shoulder, left hip towards one another. And now I'd like you just to flow through on your own. Maybe your hip shifts, maybe you flex at your shoulders and hips and lower your torso a little bit. It doesn't matter. Look down at the ground and just flow through it and notice where you feel tight and breathe. For me, it's my low back. And that is affecting my hips. Okay, so let's move to walk our hands out. And we're going to lower down all the way. And I'm going to shift back, move my water, which I spilled last time. And this time we're going to reach back, do our half locust. So tightening up, pressing the toes down, and relax. Bend the knees, windshield wiper. And you can put an ear on the ground. And extend the legs, turn the head back center. Again, pull your head and heart forward, draw the shoulder blades back, squeeze them together and hold, pressing down. Remember to breathe. And release, other ear on the ground. Turning your feet side to side, releasing through the hips and low back. Breathing, paying attention to what you feel in your body at this time. And release it back through center. We're going to do it one more time, and I invite you to bring both legs up just a little bit. I'm going to do it for a second, and then if it doesn't feel good, I'm not going to continue. So inhale. As you exhale, reach back and then lift up a little bit, tightening through the whole posterior chain. Breathing. And release. Hands come up underneath. Draw the navel in to support the low back. And we're going to shift back into our child's pose. Releasing through that low back. And bring it back up through center. And then we're going to work on our spinal balance. So Right leg, left arm extend out, draw the navel in, supporting low back. Bring the knee and the elbow toward one another, and then extend out. Just go at your own pace. And then hold it out. And release. We're just going to shift back just for a moment. Come back up. Same thing, other side. Left leg, right arm. And draw them together. Extend out. Navel in supports that low back. Hold it out. All right. So this time, knees apart on our child's pose, big toes together. And then we'll come down one more time. I have to apologize, my knees are very stiff today. And now we're going to shift around, hands go to the right side. Walk out, walk out, walk out, and then descend down. Breathing into that side body, noticing what you feel. Gently release and come to the other side. Bring it back through center. And now we'll shift over onto our back. So come back slowly, and we're going to start with dead bug. So hands and feet up high. All right. So be aware of your lower back. Lower back is pressing into the ground, and it's going to stay that way as my left leg and right arm go down and then back up. Now, just keeping your arms and legs up and doing this coordinated movement can be a challenge. If you want to try to touch, that's your prerogative, but it's not necessary. You also can hold your head up. So you do you this morning. Make sure you're breathing. If you need a little less intensity, bend the knee, please. One more each side. Right, and then knees come in. Pulling them in so the thighs get closer to your torso. And now we'll rock gently side to side. All right, I'm gonna scoot a little closer to you. All right, so my knees are gonna go to you. My arms are gonna go out like a T. And I'm gonna bring my right arm, my legs are to the left, my right arm comes over very slow. And I'm gonna touch, like you're gonna clap your hands and bring it back over. So don't go fast. Just be aware of what's happening with your body as you do this. So this is thoracic rotation. Also opening at the front of the deltoid. If you can't do full range of motion, that's fine. All right, let's hold it out. Breathe. Just feel this supine twist. All right, knees come back up to center. Let's extend out, big total body stretch. And exhale, bring them back in. And then they go to the other side. So have them, if you can, hip height. And if you need to slide a pillow or a block or a blanket in between your thighs or underneath your bottom thigh, that's great. All right, so I'm taking that opposite hand over. I'm breathing as I do this. So I inhale as I open, exhale as I close. Nice and slow with control. And we'll go one more. And now hold it open. Breathe. We'll gently bring the legs back. All right. So, right leg in. And now we're going to take this, we're going to work on this joint. So I have my knee and I'm just going to circle a small beach ball that size with my knee. Reverse direction. So try to come in front to the midline and then out wide. Maybe your beach ball is getting bigger. And then we'll take our hand and try to get that knee to the floor. Opposite hand is holding the hip flexor, the hip down. All right, let's switch. Extend that leg. Second knee comes in. Hold it in. Opposite hamstring down. And now taking this knee, allow it to come to the side and then back to the midline. Start small and then allow it to get a little bit bigger. Notice how you feel in that joint. And let's hold it out. Maybe support this opposite leg by pressing down, opening. Gently releasing, extending total body. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees. Let's bring our heels in close to our hips. Lower back together. So that's just supporting your rib cage, drawing your arms in a little closer. Hands pressed down. And we're going to start with a pelvic tilt. So right now I'm in neutral. Now I'm going to press my low back down and then release back to neutral. Press my low back down, pulling the navel in. This is a posterior pelvic tilt. So tilt. Now tighten the glutes as you do so and release. And tilt. And release. Tilt. And release. Tilt. Now hold it down. Press with your feet, press with your upper arm and shoulders. Slowly lift. Opening up. And then bring it back down. Slowly. Knees come in, head comes up. Stretch the back. Press the feet down. Now lift up tall, contracting the back and the glutes. Release it slowly, upper, middle, lower back. Almost as if you were releasing a chain of pearls. You can think of your vertebrae as that way. We'll do it one more time. Lift up. Press with your feet, press a little more into your shoulders and upper arms, very active with your upper arms. Slowly release. Knees come in, head comes up. Relax the head back and roll to the side. And we're going to help ourselves up. And we come up into our 90-90. So I'm in my 90-90. Good. And I'm just going to go back and forth. Keeping my hands behind me. Lifting my heart. And then stay here. Lift up tall, turn and face your thigh. I'm going to take a picture while y'all do that. Extend out, tailbone out, and come over. And I would like you to do that 4 times, up and down. My phone doesn't recognize me with my new glasses. All right, back facing center, back and forth. Remember, our torso faces front, so we get that stretch in the side body. Hold it here, lift up tall, and take it out over. Try not to round. Try to keep that neutral long spine, hinging from the hip, spine in line. Don't let your head drop. And bring it back up. We'll come to our beginning seated position, but let's take our soles of our feet together. So I'm going to bring my heels out about a foot from my hips. I'm going to hold somewhere on my lower leg, not my toes. Lift up tall and come down. So I can still see you because I'm hinging from the hip. So I'm trying to keep my back relatively straight as opposed to rounding. So remember, extend, tailbone slightly out as you extend forward. All right, let's slide it a little farther out, maybe 2 more inches. Lift tall, hinge forward. Noticing what you feel, where you feel it. And now out straight, same thing. Lift up tall. There's no goal. The goal is just simply to extend and notice how it feels. So I'm tailbone out, long spine, and pressing forward. Hip bone to upper thigh bone. Not nose to knee. Breathe. All right, last thing we're doing. Cross right over left, pull this knee in, right hand behind you, lift up tall, smile, and look to the side, and then over your shoulder. Back through center, extend this leg. The leg can be in close or cross over. Lift up tall, and all right. Inhale, exhale, and namaste.